Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hello, I am Kaya, and today I am doing my first ever bridal makeup test. Now if you don't know, I am doing my own makeup, but basically I have what I have in my drawers and we're just going to see what happens. I am going to order some more bits, so I do have the usual stuff that I go for in my drawers, which I will talk you through, but I've been watching some TikToks and some recommendations from people, and so far we've got the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, the L'Oreal Paris True Match Foundation, the Maybelline Concealer, the eraser one, and then the Maybelline Mascara, the Last Sensational. I've also thrown in the Revolution Beauty Big Lash Volume Mascara just to try it, because I think I've used that one before, and I can't remember if I've got any left, but it was okay, and it's a really cheap one, and if it works then great. And then the last thing that I'm going to get is a brown creamy kind of eyeliner. It's called the Rimmel Scandalise Exaggerate Eye Definer in chocolate brown. Basically, as much as I don't really do makeup, I used to do quite a bit of makeup, and it's now all really like new to me again, so I'm trying to re-find all the things that I like, and I've got an idea in my head, but I'm not overly great at it anymore, so we're just gonna see what happens. I'm gonna take you through the process of this trial, and then I'm gonna try it with the new makeup that I get. Also, if you have any suggestions of drugstore makeup which is good for bridal makeup, then please let me know in the comments. If you have any tips and tricks on like how to do contour, how to do this, how to do that, powdering and whatever, all that kind of stuff that I definitely won't know, then please leave it in the comments, because as I say, I'm very new to this. I don't know any tips and tricks as such. I just kind of whack it on my face and hope for the best, which is not ideal. So there we are. But yeah, if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I will be doing more of these kind of videos. I'll be doing more and more as we go on. We've still got over a year to go before we get married, so still got time to pick at the minute. But I am realising the fact that I still do have to make my dress, and I still have to do quite a lot of other things, so yeah, the sooner we can get things nailed the better, really. But yeah, let's get on with it, shall we? What do I look like, honestly? Oh dear. Okay, so first things first is I'm going to put the moisturiser on my face, because I have quite dry skin, which is not fun. I'm also going to go in with my Wild Lip Balm just to give my lips a bit of juice whilst we're doing this, because otherwise this is going to be a long process. Okay, I've just let that sit for a minute, and I've got these two primers, which I don't really know which one's better. I'm going to go with this one because I feel like this came in a glossy box, so therefore hopefully it should be better. Oh, it's a really pink consistency. It's really strange. But I'm just going to go ahead and pop mop on. I am then going to use my Bourjois Healthy Mix in Rose Ivory foundation. I just have this little cat brush, which is kind of a bit used now, but I just do one pump of that and then just kind of splat it on my face. I don't usually put it on my forehead because my forehead peels really easily and it goes really weirdly textured. But we're going to try it today, see what happens. If anyone has any tips and tricks as to how to stop it from doing that, I think I just need to moisturise more personally. I basically started Skin & Me, which then dried my skin out after being stupidly oily because of the formula. and then it basically has gone the opposite way, so we're just gonna see whether this works or not. What I can tell already it hasn't, because the texture of my forehead is not going well, but we're gonna ignore it, and if anyone has any tips and tricks, please let me know. Okay, so I find that this foundation is okay, but I still feel like it's not massive coverage, so hence why I'm going to order a new one. My skin really hates me, it's really annoying. But yeah, so we're going to see what happens. I'm then going to go in with the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade Porcelain 2. Again, I'm never really too sure like how much you're meant to put on. Kind of just do like a little triangle like this and then blend it. I need to wet my beauty blender, otherwise it's not gonna work. But yeah, we're just gonna blend that over the eyelids and obviously under the eyelids as well. I also am really bad at creasing underneath my eyelids as well, which is really annoying. So if anyone has any tips for that, then again let me know. Again, it might also just be because I keep forgetting to wet my beauty blender, and I also don't normally let it sit for any length of time, which also probably doesn't help. But again, I don't need these things, and it's only from watching TikToks that I'm realising that I don't do a lot of these tips and tricks that you're meant to do. God, it's just where my glasses sit, it's just not going in the little divots, which is really annoying. I mean, I'm going to be wearing my glasses on the day anyway, so that's fine if it doesn't cover that really. But yeah, there we go. That's the concealer. I don't tend to put concealer on like any spots or anything, I just kind of leave it. But there we are, concealed. And I'm going to grab my little, I don't know what this is called, is it a sponge? It's not really a sponge, it's fabric, so I don't really know. This is the Studio London Flawless Setting Powder, which I find actually works really well, and this was quite a cheap one. And I am getting through it quite quickly, considering that I don't actually wear makeup very often. But yeah, I just kind of dab this under my eye. I don't really know whether you're meant to put it anywhere else. It's ridiculous right now. But yeah, I don't know whether you're meant to like put it anywhere else, because I feel like I've seen people do it like here where it gets sweaty. Maybe I'll just do that. Who knows? And then I'm gonna grab my fluffy brush, and then got the Collection Primed and Ready Invisible Setting Powder, and then I basically just waft this all over my face. Probably never put enough on. I feel like I put enough on, but who really knows at this point. And then I kind of go ahead on top of where I've done before, and then that's basically it for that. I then grab my blush. I've got this one, which is an MUA Makeup Academy Blushed Matte Blush Powder Duo, and this is Clementine. I'm going to grab the more darker shade and just put it like on my apples. Again, I never know where it's meant to go. I feel like it's meant to go here, but I've seen a load of people that just put it up here, so I kind of just do a bit of everything and try and blend it out as much as I can. But yeah, who really knows? I also tend to make this uneven. I kind of bring it up onto my nose a little bit as well, and then do a little dab on my nose here. Don't know if this actually does anything. And then I do my contour. I just have, again, another one from the Glossy Box which again, it's all probably out of date because I've not had glossy books for like 2 years. But anyway, I'm not gonna say that. But Ciate, is that how you say it? In Palm Island powder bronzer. And then I just go ahead and then go from like the top of my ear downwards a little bit. I don't go too much onto my cheeks because I used to bring it all the way down and then realised it looked really stupid, and saw somebody just bring it down like a little bit and then kind of like blend it out. I never like do a chiseled jaw because that's not my face. To be honest, I don't have a chiseled jaw. I don't have like any form of like sculpting aspect of my face, so there's no point in pretending, you know. What else do I do? Do a bit on my nose. Now you're all gonna hate me for this, but I don't have enough brushes. I always just use this brush and do the edges, a bit in the middle, just do a little dab. And then kind of use the rest to go back over these bits. I don't really know. I don't even know if any of this is the right shades for me, whether it's too light, too dark. I used to use a really dark one and then got a really horrible comment on my YouTube video, which then started an argument, which was its own little self. Okay, I then have 3 different options for highlighter. My trusty go-to is this MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter, which I think I'm going to put on the bottom. However, I also then reach for this Soph palette, Revolution. I watch Soph quite a lot, and so she kind of like tells me what I need to do with this. And I was thinking like maybe one of these shades, but I don't really know because I also have this Illamasqua one, which is again something that came. This is pretty, and I feel like this is probably the best that's going to go with, I don't know, it'll probably go with my dress better. What have I done with the brush? There it is. But I feel like the MAC one, maybe let's do the MAC as a bottom layer. It's also not helping the fact that the weather has decided to go all grey outside. If we put this as like a base layer, because that is very much like almost a natural look. Bit on my forehead. And then go ahead with the Illamasqua one. If anyone knows what to do with the Soph one, let me know. But yeah, I feel like this ivory colour is really going to go with the dress, because a lot of my stuff is ivory. Unsure. Maybe I should have just gone with this one in the first place. I mean, I'm going to put a lot more up on that because, let's be honest, I'm going to whack out the highlighter when I actually do it. I feel like that one's nice, but again I've kind of lost all the colour again. So I don't really know. Let me know what you think and whether... Why is this side like so much more? I don't know, I'm wonky, you know. So they're my options for highlighter. So that's kind of the base makeup done. So we now need to try and tackle eyebrows. Now again, this is something where I haven't been able to find a very good eyebrow pencil. So this is the one that I usually go for in dark brown, because I also don't know if there's actually anything left in this. There's not very much left. So I also need to find a new one. I've tried brushes, I've tried doing other things, I've tried the little wispy ones and it does not work, so it's very sad. I am also gonna like shape for my eyebrows, in the sense of I've got like a little razor thing that I use to kind of get the shape a bit better. This is kind of what it ended up looking like. I always end up with this really dark patch in the middle where my actual eyebrows kind of like fold in together. But you can basically see the difference, so that's good. Going with my spoolie. That's basically the outcome of what happens with my eyebrows. Ignore the eyebrows, to be honest, because I never know what to do with them. So this Le Splash palette is the go-to. Now this is what it looks like inside, which this shade is my absolute favourite. However, I feel like I need to go with more of a burgundy. However, typically I've lost all of the things that I need. I could use this one. So this is from Mellow Cosmetics, Sinopia. Some nice colours in there. I just don't know if they're gonna be a good mix, you know. Okay, so my camera battery died, but I have done my eyeshadow. Oh my god, I'm out of breath. This is what it looks like, obviously. It's giving sunset. But yeah, so basically I started with this palette. This is my favourite palette and my favourite colour, which is the amber, which is like an orangey colour. My favourite colour is like a rust orange. I then went in with this palette, which is Mellow Cosmetics Sinopia, and then used the Merlot, which is actually Dom's favourite wine, and popped that in the outer corner. I then used my iconic London palette and used the Peach Fizz just to put in the inner corner, and then that's basically how I got this look. It's quite dramatic. Yeah, a bit different for a bridal look, but I quite like it. Basically our colours are navy and orange, which isn't actually in the wedding that much, because we're doing like a rainbow theme properly. But like Dom's suit is going to be navy with white checks, and then the waistcoat's going to be orange, and then I've got like something blue, which is my little bracelet, and then I've also got like bits and bobs jewellery wise, and etc etc. So I wanted to do like a little nod to the colour theme a little bit, and obviously why would you not want your favourite colours? So yeah, but yeah, I wanted to throw the burgundy in there, because the burgundy is a bit more of a bridal theme, and also my lipstick is called Wedding Day, which I've always wanted to use, but it's a burgundy rather than an orange, and then I'm going to pop the orange in the middle. So that's the plan. But yeah, so something like this I think is actually going to work quite nicely. Yeah, it's quite heavy, but you know, what can you do? So I need to invest in an eyeliner, which obviously I think is already on the list. But yeah, for now I'm going to use this Maybelline Precise All Day eyeliner in the forest brown. However, this has been used so much and it's now got to the point where it just drags across my eyes. So we're going to try it and see what happens. Okay, I think I need a lighter colour because this is a very dark brown. It's funny, in my head I was like, oh yeah, I need a really dark brown. But now I'm looking at it and I'm like, I do love it. And because it's dragging across my eyes, I can't get the shape right. So I think when I order it, I need a different brown, and I'm gonna probably look at getting a new, like a crayon version rather than this. Because originally I wanted to do white eyeliner, but then the white eyeliner that I got didn't work very well, and also it doesn't look nice, so we're just gonna do this for the purposes of today, and then when I redo this trial we'll give it another go with some different stuff. So this is what it looks like at the minute, with the eyeliner that I own. It definitely did drag across my face, which is highly annoying, you know, but we're gonna go with it. So I'm gonna go ahead with this brown black waterproof Rimmel London mascara, because I will cry a lot. Now I have used this before and I vaguely think that this is basically black and the brush doesn't like my eyelids, so we're going to test this theory, see what happens. I can't find any brown waterproof mascara, so if anybody knows any, please let me know. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. It's very dark now, considering I wanted to keep it light. This has gone well. Like, it doesn't look that bad, but at the same time it does. It's from a distance, it's not that bad. You know, like if I look in the mirror now, I'm just like, oh, that's not good. And it's already like transferred the mascara onto my bottom. Yeah, I need to find a different mascara and different eyeliner. Also, this is totally falling off my neck, so I just look really stupid, but it's fine. We're just gonna go with it. There's only a step and a bit to go, so yeah. The last step that's gonna make a difference is the lipstick. Now this Huda Beauty one is called Wedding Day, so I have to wear this. And then I have this one called Rebel Rust from Revolution, and it's my favourite colour, so I can't not wear it either. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this one. I mean, I do wear it quite a lot actually, this one. I'm going to put this on the bottom. See, it's quite dark, so maybe the dark eyes don't matter that much. Yeah, maybe the dark eyes aren't that bad of a thing if it's going with the dark lip. But yeah, this is the Wedding Day one, and then this orange one I'm just going to pop in the middle. And then just lighten it a bit. There we go. There we are. And then I'm going to grab setting spray, which I also need to get a better one of. I've got this one, which is a glowy fixing spray with pearly shimmer from Revolution. Just going to shake it because I don't use it. Smells like strawberries. But there we are. Oh, that's the next thing on the list, is to work out what I'm doing with my hair, because I want to do it some up, some down a little bit, I think. But how? I don't know, because my hair's a bit stupid. But yeah, it will kind of look a bit something like that, but curled. So there we are. This is the first test. As I say, I'll do this again with some other products. And yeah, we'll have another go. But yeah, let me know tips and tricks and what else you think I should do, etc, etc. But for now, thank you for watching. Thank you for seeing this happen. Let's put my glasses on to see whether it actually looks good with my glasses on. Oh yeah, there we go. You get the idea. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for seeing me through this together. And make sure you stay tuned for the next one, because I'm gonna be spilling the tea on what we're doing at the wedding, because I have ADHD and we need some sensory pleasing things. So yeah, make sure you're following, subscribed, all that kind of jazz. Make sure you like and comment. But yeah, I shall see you very soon for another video. Bye!